Welcome everyone. Today we're going to do a little bit of a different reading. We are going to do a twin flame reading, but it can also relate to soulmates. And what I'm doing is, I've been doing a lot of twin flame readings lately. A lot of love readings actually lately, and I just feel like it's because of the year 2023, which is a very spiritual time. It is a time when we are really asking, what else is out there? Is this the way my life should look? You know what I mean? We're asking the big questions, not just about love, but in all aspects of our life. But love, let's face it, is probably one of the biggest aspects of our life. So what I'm going to do is, just like normal, we're going to look at the divine feminine and we're going to look at the divine masculine. We're going to use the Gilded Tarot to clarify. Okay, so we're going to put these aside. But what else I want to do is I want to look at past lives. So this is a deck that's called Past Lives. I think it was by Doreen Virtue. So anyways, I just want to pull a few cards first from this deck just to get an idea of, because what I want to do is connect the lives. Is there anything that maybe was unresolved in a past life? Sometimes a soulmate or twins may have every intentions of coming together, but then there is free will. So, something could have came in between the two. And you may find yourself in this lifetime like having this longing and not even knowing why. Like it's like, I feel like I'm longing for someone, but it's someone in particular, and I don't mean like you have a name. Maybe you do, but that's not what I mean. I mean, it's just this feeling you have. You know what I mean? And if you're not together with, let's say, the soulmate that was planned in this lifetime or last lifetime, or the twin, we want to know why. So that's what we're going to do. So this is going to be an extended reading, as most of my readings are, but this is probably going to be even longer. So I say buckle in and enjoy the ride. All right. So I'm going to use the Good Tarot for the Divine Feminine. Okay, we're going to put this aside for a second. I'm going to use the Tarot Dreams for the Divine Masculine. Now, in all my readings, especially with Twin Flames, I'm giving this the title of the Divine Masculine. I'm giving this the title of the Divine Feminine. But it could be either, because remember, we are a mixture of both, right? We are masculine and feminine, light and dark. We all are that. So you may find yourself, even though I say divine masculine, you may find that, wait a minute, I relate more with this energy. Go with that, right? Trust your gut, trust your intuition, even over mine. I truly connect to my guides when I do a reading, but I still want you to connect to yours, right? I feel like my guides connect to your guides, but I want you, like, the more that you can trust your intuition, I feel like the clearer these readings are. Okay, let's go ahead and get into it and stop talking. So, everything's pre-shuffled, but I do like to give it a shuffle or two with you here. And let's give them a cut. And what I'm really looking for is what connects the two of you. Phobias. Okay. Lessons and blessings. I should be showing you these. Native American. Love letter. Male and female. Now, I know I have quite a few viewers who are in the same-sex relationship, so don't let that male-female thing bother you. You know, maybe you were in the last lifetime. Anyways, I like that, you know, you have lessons and blessings coming right above the male and female. So I feel like this is definitely saying that there were lessons, you know, and it's interesting because there's a time watch there. And I feel like maybe I had a particular amount of time to really bring something together. You know what I mean? Maybe, you know, lessons and then the blessings for these two. Now, I know they're connected because they're connected by love life. Exactly what we're looking at, love life. You know, and it feels like, you know, it's just part of the stars. Like it's already written in the stars. It's part of the system. It's a part of the, you know, what makes everything, everything. But what's next to it is phobias. And under phobias is Native American. And it just makes me wonder if I almost feel like there's two people. Well, of course there's two people. But I feel like there's two people who are connected. Now, this does not look like Native American. So I feel like there is one who is a Native American. Maybe you still are. You know what I mean? And I feel like there is almost like, because I don't belong to this tribe, perhaps I should not be, at least that's what my people tell me, with this person. It's almost like, here's a white man or a white woman. No, you should, you know, you must stay with your own kind. But love is connecting them. So, you know, no matter what the differences are here, they still have love. Phobia above that, though, I have a feeling that someone fell in love. And I feel like maybe it's not what my people would ask for or want. You know what I mean? It's reminding me like I have a lot of Jewish friends, and I remember them growing up, and their parents were like, "I want you to marry a Jewish girl or a Jewish boy," that type of thing. So I feel like I fell in love with someone outside my race, outside my religion, outside, you know, my normal life, but it still feels like it's written in the stars, you know. And the lesson may have been to maybe, I don't know, step aside from that tribe. Now, I know that's easier said than done, right? But I also feel like there's so many roots here. Like, I don't feel like this is the first lifetime. This is a past lifetime, and I don't feel like this is the only past life. I feel like there's been quite a few. And maybe each time there's different challenges. But this tells me that perhaps in this lifetime you may be seeing someone who is, let's say, outside your circle type of energy. But I feel like if someone can overcome that, well, then here comes the blessings. So this love is tying these two people together. You know, it's interesting, though. They do have their backs to each other. Huh. And that may be part of the lessons. Almost like I have to turn my back to you. It's how I was raised. It's what I've been told. It's what my tribe wants. But it can't stop the love. So I get this feeling that there's two lovers, or twins, or soulmates, whatever you want to call them, who did have an opportunity and did fall in love in a previous life. Though I do feel like there is one of them, maybe the divine masculine or the divine feminine, who couldn't go through with it. I feel like the fear of disappointment, you know, like in her tribe, let's say, was greater, not greater than the love, but it's just like how I was raised. So I do not feel like these two came together. I do feel like they found love, don't get me wrong, but I don't feel like they then became like, husband and wife or that type of thing. Though I feel like if they could have, they would have. But I do feel like the divine feminine has like, well, I don't feel like she followed her free will. But I get it. I understand it, right? Because, here I am raised in a certain way, and then I just so happen to fall in love with everything different than what I thought, right? Than what's expected of me. But here's the love. And I feel like it's saying also that this love doesn't die in one lifetime, right? Because even when you cross over, I feel like you're back together again. I don't know why I keep saying I know that you'll be back together again, and probably have come back into this lifetime maybe to reconnect. So, all right, let's pick these up. So this gives us a good idea of what is going on, or what was going on. All right, let's bring in the divine masculine. Again, let go of what side must be what side. We are going to connect the masculine and the feminine with the Gilded Tarot. So we'll bring them together. Okay. Let's give these a cut. Well, hello. Okay, well, we didn't have to wait long. Bring the lid down a little bit, and let's begin. 3 swords. It's interesting because I feel like that's a little bit of that longing that maybe I don't even know why. It's just like this emptiness within my heart that hasn't been fulfilled in this lifetime. Doesn't mean I haven't had love. I could have even been married, right? But it just hasn't fulfilled me. Look at this, the 5 of Cups. 5 of Cups next to the 3 of Swords. This person over here is definitely feeling the energy of there's someone out there for me. There's someone else out there for me. 8 of Cups, and I'm going to go searching for him. I'm going to go looking for him. I feel like this person has been held down for a little while, right? 3 Swords, first card. Speaks of heartbreak, right? Can be even repeat patterns. This could be someone who's been in like 3 separate relationships, and each time things didn't work out. It almost makes sense because with the 5 of Cups next to that, this is the energy of feeling like, feeling lost, feeling that, again, something's not fulfilling this person, right? But it's a 5, so it talks about change. I feel like someone has come to the realization that, again, there's someone else out there. And, in the 5 of Cups, what you want to remember is, again, 5 talks about change. 5, this card can talk about, like, focusing on all I have lost. But I still don't feel like they have the clarity of what this feeling is within them. But they do know they feel kind of empty. Now, the person in this 5 of Cups, when they change their focus, well, there's 2 cups. And if nothing else, we can call that a soulmate or a twin. And then you have the 8 of Cups. So this person has taken a long, hard look at their emotional life. I have a feeling they've been in maybe 3 serious relationships. I don't feel like they've been fulfilled. It doesn't mean they weren't in love, but not in the manner that their heart is searching for. So I love seeing this because, first of all, 8 is about a new beginning. This is someone who has taken stock of their emotional house. And I feel for some reason it feels very adventuresome, like I'm going to go find it. I'm going to find it. I'm going to find what it is I'm missing. We have the 9 of Pentacles. It's a card of Virgo, first of all. This is about someone who's been building up their pentacles, working in their creative house. This could certainly talk about, it's interesting because I've done a lot of twin flames lately. And listen, sometimes one may not be for you. Doesn't mean there won't be messages. But then the next one will be. So, if you feel called to it, try to trust it. So anyways, I have a feeling this person has been, because their love life doesn't seem like it's been much to brag about. I feel like where they put their focus is on their pentacles. This talks about success. They may own their own business. This is someone who's not afraid of hard work. They're willing to put their nose to the grindstone. Is that right? I'm just thinking, it doesn't sound right. 9, final reflection. It's almost like, it's interesting because it's reminding me of another reading, but I can't remember which reading, where there was someone who, instead of putting their focus on love, they decided to put their focus on their money. On their, I shouldn't just say money, but in their creative world, right? Building building success for themselves. But I don't feel like their love life has gone that well. Feels like their money has, but not their love life. 4 of Wands. Well, hello. Marriage card. Coming under that 5 of Cups. Now, I could certainly speak about a marriage they were in, but I don't feel that. Because it's coming under the 5 of Cups, I feel like it's talking about those 2 cups. That this person, at this point, hasn't found. But they're going searching. They're looking for it. And this is the willingness to make a commitment. This is like, to me, this is true love. This is the energy of once we reach it, we're never letting each other go. Now, I know it is the marriage card, and it can talk about previous marriages. And this person probably was married. But again, I'm not feeling that. I feel like we're talking more about moving forward than what was. This is what was, and now we're starting to move forward. I feel like this person's going to find those 2 cups. Hello, Judgment. Your spiritual team. This is a call to the present moment. And it's interesting because it feels like this person's following that hunch. Judgment is about allowing oneself to have a rebirth. And it's interesting too because I feel like this person's being guided. Like spiritual guidance to help them find what it is they're searching for. And I know they're searching for these 2 cups. I know they're searching for true love, true fulfillment. And I feel like when they find it, it will be forever. So I love that Judgment came out, because to me, it is about a rebirth. And what's it asking for a rebirth from? This past, right? This past. And, clearly your spiritual team, who's ever on this side, knows that there has been truly some unhappiness and pain and hurt. And some of it may have came from this person because, again, they were not feeling fulfilled. Listen, I may fall in love and think, oh, that's great. And then, a year later, it's like hell. Who knows? Okay. Let's look at the bottom of the deck. Well, hello, Fool. Perfect. The Fool. So this person's freeing themselves. This person's going to take a chance. This person's following the signs. May have taken a while, though, to get here. Maybe it hasn't even started yet, but the 8, to me, the new beginning. Judgment right underneath it. I'm going to send you signs to help you, to help guide you towards what it is that you're longing for. Maybe sometimes it's just not time. But the Fool is willing to take that chance, and I feel like that's what this person is doing. They're taking a chance. It's almost like, like I give, and maybe I even raised a family and, supplied everything that I should have supplied, but it's never felt about me, like I've never felt fulfilled within myself. So the Fool is saying, well, take a chance, go find it. Right? This has nothing to do with the past in this present life. Now, past lives, yes. I'm very happy to see that. You have the 7 of Pentacles under that. It's almost like this person is saying or feeling like, I know that there's someone out there. I just know it. Now, maybe you already know each other. I don't know why I'm not getting that. Like, I don't get that 100%, but for some of you, that could certainly be the case. But the 7 of Pentacles, first of all, speaks of patience. Well, twin flame relationships, man, we better have patience. You know what I mean? Because we just have to have patience. And, the right timing. Can we help the right timing? Well, yeah. In a way, because that's what this person is doing. Like, they're letting go of their past, which, again, why wouldn't they? You know what I mean? It's like, I feel like, why wouldn't they? I feel like, again, financially, I feel like they're doing fine. They may even own their own business. But I feel like, that's great, but it's still not fulfilling me. Okay. Let's move into the Divine Feminine, and then we'll connect the two. And, what I'm looking for is synchronicities, how the energy moves towards each other. Let's give them a cut. How fast these cards are coming out. We have the Moon. Could be Pisces. The ruler of Cancer. Could talk about uncertainties. The Moon can certainly cast shadows. Then we have the Page of Pentacles. Could be someone's younger self. But the Page of Pentacles is really about a path of knowledge. Some of you may work in the field of like astrology, in that type of energy, like planetary. We have the 7 of Swords. Bring it down a little bit more. I just want to make sure you can see everything. I know I've been saying this for a year, but I am trying to manifest a new camera so that you guys can see, get a better view like I do. Like, I'd like to bring it right down on the table. All right, we have the Tower. Under that Moon. Eight of Swords, interesting. We'll talk about these in a second. We have the 6 of Pentacles. We have the Five of Wands. Holy crap. And then we have the Five of Swords. Okay, so this person over here is dealing with a lot. Or has dealt with a lot. First of all, I feel like this person over here, as it speaks to this lifetime, and I don't think it's this person, I feel like this is like, I feel like these are separate lives. Seven of Swords being mirrored by the moon. Well, the Seven of Swords is untrustworthy energy. It's the energy of like the thief in the night. Interesting, the Six of Pentacles is coming right underneath it. Some of you can talk about like someone literally steals my pentacles. But I feel like really what it's saying, well, let's look at this for a second, because we do have the Eight of Swords here, like in the middle. And the Eight of Swords is a self-created prison. And the only person who can free yourself from this is you, right? Because this is self-created. Now, I know why it's created, because of the Seven of Swords. It's almost like I kind of shut down my heart, because, you know, it's interesting, because this person has dealt with a lot. And I feel like this person has dealt with a lot. So, this tower energy, you know, whether it was given, like the tower was thrown to you or you threw it to another, it's telling us why. What's mirroring it is the Six of Pentacles. You know, Six of Pentacles is that fine art of give and take, open to receiving and giving. Seven of Swords right above it, I don't feel like that it was even. I don't feel like it was even. You know, Six of Pentacles talks about compassion and empathy. Some of you, you know, who's over here, I feel like, you know, it's been very difficult. You've had difficult, let's just say, a relationship or relationships. But in the same breath, I feel like you learned from them. You know, especially with this Page of Pentacles, I feel like you definitely learned about them. And I feel like it's almost like, you know, if this person was creating a business, I feel like one of the things they could help others with is, first of all, how not to create these Eight of Swords, right? These walls of protection. Learning that, you know, when I'm my Empress or Emperor energy, that is what I trust. I trust my own energy. You know, maybe someone was very alluring over here, pulls you in, and then cheats, you know. Now, with the moons, it's almost like, did they or didn't they? Well, sometimes I feel like if I feel like they do, if I feel that all the time, that's bad enough. Whether it actually happened or not, if I feel it, there's probably a reason why. So I try to protect myself from it. Look at this, and then two fives. Two fives. This person has a 5 also. This one is the 5 of Swords. So definitely on this side, they have been dealing with someone who has been toxic, who has been untrustworthy. And then the 5 of Wands next to that. That's a lot of battling type energy. You know, it's where, well, what I got to be careful of in the 5 of Wands is that I don't get pulled into the drama of someone else, like someone else's drama. 2 fives, 2 changes. All right, let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. Well, hello, King of Cups. Can be a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. We have both Cancer and Pisces here. But don't just think about that. You know, if you followed me for long enough, you know that, you know, I'll mention a sign, but I don't always think it's just a water sign, right? Because this king would come to the table, and it's probably this over here. This is someone who loves love. Loves being in a relationship. Doesn't mean that they always did, but as they matured, they see the value in that partnership. I do feel like this king is looking for fulfillment. True fulfillment. True love. Alright, let's put him up there. Let's put the Fool right there. And first thing I'm going to do is connect the two. And then we'll go back and clarify. So let's give him a couple shuffles. Again, pre-shuffled, but let's look real quick at what's mirroring each other before I move on. Because I have the marriage card being mirrored by the Eight of Swords over here. So I feel like who's over here, I don't feel like they'd be someone that I could easily persuade into a relationship. I feel like this person has, their lesson was to learn sometimes to walk away from those and situations that are not serving you, doing quite the opposite. All the fives. And then the Seven of Swords, untrustworthy energy that makes this person create this boundary around themselves. Why? Well, because I don't want any more towers. Maybe they don't even know about this person yet. Because I already know it's going to be completely different. Interesting also because the Six of Pentacles is mirroring the Nine of Pentacles. So some of you, this may be someone that you meet through your creative world. And I say creative world because I don't feel like it always has to be my pentacles. Like it could be something that, you know, some type of creative avenue that I want to pursue. And lo and behold, there you are. There they are. Judgment mirroring the Tower. Rebirth. You know, towers are going to happen. Learning to deal with them instead of creating walls. Walking through the fear. You know, I feel like the Tower energy, though it feels destructive, it's temporary energy. Okay. Seven of Swords mirroring the Three of Swords. Huh. We have the Six of Wands. Well, that's the energy of victory. Being victorious. This person's on a hunt. They're out searching. I feel like they're going to find what they're looking for. Seven of Swords. Interesting. And then the Three of Wands. Okay. Three of Wands speaks about the way I look at my life. You know, let's look at the Fool's energy. The Fool is getting excited about what might be, right? Even if it's step by step by step. The Fool has all the teachers in place, right? First person the Fool's going to meet is the Magician. You know, it doesn't mean physically, could be, but the Magician is teaching the Fool, like, you have everything it takes to really be successful on this next path. Be open to it. Like, be open to it. Optimistic view. I have to say that I do feel like these two are going to connect. I do feel like this, I'm again going to call them divine masculine, is going to find this divine feminine, or vice versa. I do feel like, over here, I feel like I'm pretty clear about what it is I'm searching for. Now, I'm not going to say that they have a name to it, like I'm looking for my twin. They may be saying I'm looking for my soulmate. They may know nothing about twin flame relationships. They may never heard the term, but they have this longing. They have this longing for fulfillment of the heart. So I feel like let's just say when they're introduced, or they meet each other, or they see each other. This could be someone that you knew when you were younger, you know what I mean? And then you meet him like years later. That's my situation. I don't feel like this person is going to be easily swayed. Now, doesn't mean they're not going to feel that chemistry. They're not going to feel like, oh my God. You know what I mean? Like they're going to get the butterflies, they're going to get all of that. But they do have issues. Well, they don't have issues. Well, I guess the Eight of Swords would be their issue. So I do feel like, I'm going to have to, if I'm over here, I'm going to have to break through that. And that may mean, the Fool may say, allow it to go step by step. You know what I mean? So this person has a little comfort in knowing. I mean, both of them feel like they've been through hell in their love lives in this lifetime. Okay. Let's just go across the spread. And we have the Ace of Cups. It did show in reverse, but I decided, I don't know why lately I don't feel like reading reversals, but I do remember that they're in reverse, and I feel like, it is in the upright, but it's also in the reverse, and I feel like it's in the reverse coming over the Three Swords, because I feel like whatever love there was in, let's just say, 3 separate relationships, that love has drained, that love is gone, right? The cup is upside down, everything has fallen out, I don't feel like there is love anymore. However, I do feel like they still want love. And then we have the Page of Cups. I find it interesting that we have pages in the same place. Page of Cups, Page of Pentacles. And what's also interesting is we have the King of Cups here with the Page of Cups over here. I feel like this is potentially this king's younger energy. The Page of Pentacles, or the Page of Cups, to me also talks about learning to love oneself, learning to allow oneself to have love, to experience, right? It's living through the inner child's energy, especially connected to the Fool. So I feel like that's why this person has decided to take this adventure. I do feel like it's talking about, if, let's just say you were together before, I feel like there's been definite growth with this person. And it's just kind of interesting that this Page of Cups is coming over the Five of Cups. So again, if these two pages know each other, this must have been a while ago, because I feel like now we're showing as a king and queen. But it's coming right over that Five of Cups, where there's 2 cups that have yet to be discovered, but this person's out there searching for it. Well, hello, King of Cups. So now this king comes directly over the 8 of Cups. To me, it ties it together. Who is it that has looked at their emotional house, has cleared that emotional house and is allowing themselves to have a new beginning as it relates to love. The King of Cups. He sits at the head of your table. We have the Emperor. Coming over the Nine of Pentacles totally makes sense to me, because I feel like this is someone who, again, has done very well in their Pentacles. Could certainly be a business owner, leader of the people. You know, the Emperor is very good with a plan, money, putting a business together, making it successful. Normally this is someone who, you know, this is the energy that normally we would look up to as the Emperor. I can't help but think that some of you, how you're coming together, I am going to say back together, whether it be in this lifetime or previous, is, again, it feels like through your creative house. But nonetheless, now there's the card of Aries, by the way. But boy, I feel success with this person. It's interesting because I feel like my Pentacles, check. My love life, no check. Let's keep going. Well, hello, Page of Wands, coming right over the Four of Wands. Again, 2 pages now connected. Hello, Six of Cups. Memories of love. Someone that I used to know. Coming right over Judgment. So I 100% think that your spiritual team, or their spirit, well, I feel like both, is lending a hand through signs and guidance so that this person can find what they've been longing for. What am I holding? 6 of Cups. And then, hello, Knight of Pentacles. Wow. Knight of Pentacles speaks of a few different things. First of all, it's a lesson in patience, right? It talks about the right time. The right time doesn't always mean that everybody is healed, everybody has clear energy. It's just the right time. Sometimes a love comes in to help us heal those broken pieces of us. This person over here, I'm telling you, I feel like they feel somewhat trapped. But in the same breath, I feel like they can free themselves also. Knight of Pentacles to me is your guardian angel who's bringing in a pentacle. This pentacle is meant to enhance your life. Now, over here, you know, I don't feel like it's talking about money because I feel like they're fine. I feel like it's talking about a blessing. Just like we saw within the past life cards, lessons and blessings. Well, here's the lessons. Here's the blessings. Coming right over the moon. So it's almost like I can't really, well, I always say like we can't determine divine timing, but then I always stop myself and think, well, in a way we can, because first of all, this person, once they start that search, once they start what feels like a new adventure, then it feels like the right time for me, at least on this side. So I feel like it's going to help them find you or who's over on this side. Now, this knight is coming over here, and boy, I feel like they need it. So, this person's coming in. It feels like at the right time. You know, these this knight is looking right at the Six of Wands, which again is victorious energy. It's also alluring energy. You know, I feel like someone may have to, well, this person may have to, I want to use the word sweet talk, but I mean it like in truth. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like, I do feel like they have a little bit of work cut out for them to change this, even though I feel like this person over here is going to feel the energy, is going to feel the chemistry, is going to feel all of that. The Eight of Swords is still here, right? So, and even though this is a twin or a soulmate, they still have to clear their own energy. They still have to be willing to remove these blocks and trust in divine. So, this Knight of Pentacles is coming in to expand your world. We're not doing a money reading, right? We're not even doing a life reading. We're doing a love reading. So it's meant to expand your love life. Okay, let's keep going. Look at that, the Ten of Cups under this King of Cups. Page of Cups underneath that. Interesting, because we have the Page of Cups here. Now we have the King of Cups, right? What comes between the Page and the King? The Ten of Cups. This King is searching for that Ten of Cups. Not only is he searching, I feel like they're going to find it. Why do I feel that? Because your spiritual team, their spiritual team, and again, I feel like your spiritual teams must be speaking to each other. So I know that they're going to find it. I know that they're going to find you. Or you're going to find them, depending on what side you're on. You know, this King of Cups, again, don't just think water. Think about someone who wants to be in a true love relationship. Well, hello, Sun. Well, I love the Sun has now come out because you have the Moon, right? Which, again, can cast shadows. But listen, in the Sun, nothing can hide. There are no shadows that can hide. Everything is illuminated. There's nothing to fear. You know, and it's interesting because you have the Fool over here, and I do feel like this is like, you know, what's the word I want to use? Like my inner child wants to go on this adventure. I feel like it's your soul's intention, truly. But it feels like in this lifetime, like it's you know, it's that type of energy where I'm going to take a chance. I'm going to go on this adventure. I'm going to see what happens. And I know they're going to be victorious. It is right there, right next to the guardian angel energy. Also, card of Leo. Have to say that because I know there's some Leos that are going to be like, hey, Sandy. I feel like this person's going to come in. And I feel like when they connected this person, again, I feel like this Eight of Swords is still going to be there. Maybe not as strongly, but I do feel like it's still there. Again, that self-created prison. So I feel like this person comes in, and they do have to persuade you, so to speak. Even though I feel like in your soul, in your heart, you kind of already feel it. You kind of already know it. But listen. You're probably saying, I felt like I had love before and everything was going to work out, but it didn't. This person is coming in the light. It feels like their love doesn't feel like it. I already know that their love is true. Now, doesn't mean if you know this person, the love is true back in the day. But they've matured. That's why we've gone from the Page to the King. And we have the King right over the Eight of Cups. So I feel like whatever this king is saying, let's just say to the queen, it's coming from truth. It's coming from the light. You know, I don't feel like this king wants to jump into any relationship again unless it's, you know, everlasting. I don't feel like, you know, if I'm this king, like I don't want to go through another relationship that doesn't work out. No, I'm looking for true love. I'm looking for love that fulfills me like I haven't been fulfilled yet in this lifetime. Look at that, the Nine of Pentacles, but it's in reverse. Interesting. And then we have the Eight of Pentacles, also in reverse. Almost like this person, I should leave these in reverse. Even though I wasn't going to do reversals, I almost feel like I can't help it. So, whatever's happening over here, definitely their love life has been affected. I definitely feel like they've been hurt. I definitely feel like they've been with someone who they could not trust. Yeah, it's almost like someone sneaking out in the middle of the night type of energy. And, you know, but listen, whatever anybody is untrustworthy is doing to you, it's going to be illuminated to you. Now, what you do with that is going to be up to you. The sun is also illuminating that self-created prison. And I feel like someone, you know, whoever this person is, that was untrustworthy, I feel like they affected you more than just your heart, but also your finances. It's interesting because I feel like you yourself, or who's ever over here, has a particular talent that may be very similar to this one over here. But because the Eight of Pentacles is in reverse over the Tower, I almost feel like I didn't go in that direction. Maybe I didn't believe I'd be good in that direction. Eight of Pentacles is about the willingness to put the focus on something so that you can move it to the energy of success. But with that being in reverse, listen, first of all, I feel like it's just very quickly saying, understand that some people can rob you of your dreams, but we can't allow that to happen, right? If there's a certain dream, or if there's certain talent that you have not brought to the forefront, this may be the time. This may be actually what connects these two. All right, let's keep going. You know, the Eight of Pentacles in reverse next to the Eight of Swords is almost like I'm refusing to allow myself to have a new beginning. I'm refusing, like, you know, it's almost like I'm closing off my heart because I feel like I have to. But if you trust energy, you don't have to. All right, let's keep going. I'm glad I brought in the past lives. I was going to do just a past life reading, and I thought, no, I want to do more than that. Five of Pentacles coming over the Eight of Pentacles. Interesting. And then, hello, Four of Wands. Four of Wands coming over the Six of Pentacles. Let's talk about this. So we have the Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles is that feeling of being thrown out into the cold. Five of Pentacles is a tower, right? It's something beyond our control. Sometimes we look at it like a curse, but truly, many times, it's a blessing. I mean, who wants to stay with someone in that Seven of Swords energy, right? That's got to be temporary. I can't live my life not being able to trust someone. It doesn't, you know, it's not what your soul wants. Listen, you may want to learn the lesson of it. And simply that lesson may be the illumination, like when I see it or feel it, I don't accept it. Because again, I feel like my dreams, like my dreams have been robbed. So this Five of Pentacles, which moves into that Six of Pentacles, I like that. Because I do feel like the Five of Pentacles is temporary energy. Even though it's been difficult. And then you have the Four of Wands over that Six of Pentacles. So, over the Six of Pentacles, I hope I'm not confusing you. The Six of Pentacles, give and take. Under that Seven of Swords tells me that you gave, but you probably didn't receive. However, now that we have the Five of Pentacles here, that's moving into this Four of Wands, but also moving into the Six of Pentacles. First of all, I feel like between the 5 and 6, this is truly where I start meeting like soulmates. Now, not all these soulmates are meant to be love. Some are just to help you along your path. They may just turn your head. Like maybe I was going to take a right, and then a soulmate comes and like, boom, I end up taking a left. Maybe they're very shortly. Some soulmates last a lifetime. Could be great friends, children, parents. But this is talking about love. So I feel like the right people seem to come in at the right time to do what? To help guide you. To help guide you. Four of Wands is the ultimate commitment. Wow. Okay. Oh, what's this? Four of Cups. Interesting. Four of Cups ask you to use your spiritual discernment as it relates to making any decisions in your life. But the Four of Cups can also be the energy of inactivity. So I'm not doing much about anything, though I want to. What I love about this Four of Cups is this one cup is being shown to this person. It's like from the hand of God. But they have to reach out and take it. That's why I feel like this person, in a way, has to come in. I don't know if persuade is the right word. Maybe just prove themselves. I am not. If I already knew this person, I am not who I used to be. If this is someone I haven't met yet, I am not them. I am not those people. Doesn't mean they're perfect, because nobody's perfect. But man, I do feel like this person has learned a lot. And not just that, but has taken a chance on themselves to really find fulfillment. Will this person do the same? All right, before we end this, let's go right down the middle. Let's go right down the middle. Seven of Cups did come in reverse. So Seven of Cups, it makes sense because I feel like over here this person has probably been deciding for a while. You know what I mean? It's almost like, I keep choosing cups and I keep choosing the wrong ones. I keep getting these swords through my heart. But it's in reverse. So I feel like they made a decision. They made a decision. I know that because the Eight of Cups is here also. They may have lived in a very chaotic household and it may have been too much. It's interesting because I just looked at the Seven of Cups again, and that cup in the middle has a red rose. And right above it is the Ace of Cups. Let's remember, it came in reverse, but I feel like the reversal is those that I used to love. Those that I was in a relationship with. That love is gone. Now, I know. Let's put that back in reverse. Well, let's just leave that be. Let's keep going. We have the Knight of Swords. Interesting. Knight of Swords, this could be how this comes together. Could be through just the art of communication. You know what I mean? Like I pick up the phone, or I send a text, or, you know, I meet you online and we start talking. That type of thing. So this knight, you know, and I always feel like when you see a knight, know that they're going to complete their mission. Now, it doesn't mean that I, on the other end, have to accept it. But nonetheless, they're going to complete their mission. So somehow there's going to be some type of communication that comes towards you. Depending, again, what side you're on. You may be the one who finally reaches out, and it may be you who's searching. Okay, a lot of cards, but we're going to take them. Well, hello, Empress. You guys know I always look for the Empress or the Emperor in a twin flame reading. Here she is. Now, how interesting, because I called this a divine masculine, and the Empress comes out over it. This is what somebody thinks of you. Whether they know you or not. Let's talk about the Empress, because it's going to be important that this person over here be able or willing to take on this energy. So the Empress, you know, she herself has had a hard life. You know, when you think of the Empress, think of all the queens and all their paths. Right, the Path of Pentacles and Wands and, you know, and air and water. But this Empress has learned a lot. And this is someone who has learned not to shut her heart down. This is someone who is loving and nurturing. But she's also very powerful and strong and wise and creative. Man, I cannot help but think that your creative houses are going to be similar. Anyways, I feel like this is what this king is looking for. Justice. Coming over that Seven of Swords. So, listen, maybe this person over here, maybe they were married, maybe it's karmic, right? But nonetheless, this is the cutting of those ties. You know, why? So that you can feel balanced again. You know, it's very hard to live an unbalanced life. It's very hard to manifest what we truly want when we ourselves are unbalanced. Even if it's relating to someone else. Because I feel like in justice, as soon as I cut the ties, boom, it's like I become balanced again. Justice, card of Libra. But it is about making you whole again, right? What's fair for you? What's just for you? Not this person over here in the Seven of Swords. So, it's like cutting of those ties. Hello. I cut the ties, and the next portal opens up. You know, coming over the tower, first of all, I often feel, you know, we look at towers and like, oh no, destruction. But I often feel after the tower, that's when the blessing comes in. So this talks about a new chapter. A new chapter. And the world is the perfect energy for 2027 because it is a very spiritual time. And I feel like in the world's energy, this is where I'm closest to God. Maybe this is where my faith is stronger than ever. You know, especially if I've been able to look at my life. First of all, you know, if I realize that whoever's in the Seven of Swords who's ever been untrustworthy towards me, I'm the one who ended up creating these walls. Now, everybody, you know, we all get it. Your spiritual team understands it. But it's not energy you want to stay in, right? It's not what your soul came here for. Yes, maybe for a moment, but to learn from that. That's what the Empress does. She learns from these experiences instead of becoming hard and cold. It takes a moment. You know, the Empress isn't born overnight. I feel like she's an energy we reach. However, I feel like this person over here already feels that. The next chapter. Here we go. Right under the Knight of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles. You know, the Fool has the Seven of Pentacles right under it. To me, this is all about your soul seed of intention. It's a lesson in patience, yes. But I have to say, many times we're waiting on the universe to bring us a blessing. And the universe is saying, but my dear, you can bring that blessing to yourself. How do I do that? Look at the energy. Look at what's toxic. Look at what's not serving you. And then move accordingly, right? Like your life is your life. Don't allow someone else to rob you of that. So, two cards that speak of patience. I get it because, you know, they speak of patience, but they also speak about what's meant to be. And then the sun illuminating that Seven of Pentacles. What else do we have? The King of Swords. Can be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Interesting, though, because this king is coming over the Seven of Swords. And, you know, I just want to say, listen, I love air signs, right? Can be, again, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But I do want to say, I feel like you know, I just feel like this could be someone who's a liar, who tells you what you think you need to hear just to pacify you. And I feel like it worked for a while, but I don't feel like it's working anymore. You know, can be the energy connected to the Seven of Swords with the Tower here, like a narcissist. And that can cause havoc in your life, no doubt. But you can't fix them. You can't change them. And you're not the only one who's going to go through what you went through. And you're probably not the only one who already has. Boy, this reminds me of another reading. Strength card. Perfect. You know, it's interesting because they're both eights. Eight of Swords, self-created prison. But the Strength card is the opposite of that. Strength card is looking at my life, figuring out myself. And, you know, I feel like in the Strength card, as I overcome these challenges, and that's just life, right? There's always going to be some type of challenge. I have to say, though, as I say that, I feel like here, if there's any challenges, they'll work it out together. Here, I don't feel like you had someone to help you. Quite the opposite. And I feel like this is about, you know, Strength card is the willingness to look at, you know, that demon within ourselves, that darkness within ourselves. And understanding that we all have that, right? But finding that true balance. I feel like as I overcome these challenges, I just become stronger and stronger. You know, one of my decks, I forget which one, shows the person in the Strength card as half woman, half tiger, or half lion. And then I have another one where it shows it as half man, half lion. King of the jungle, right? The overcoming. I don't even know where I took this. Okay. I just want to take one more round. I've been having a hard time lately just ending my reading. It's like I just want to keep reading. But let's do this, actually. Let's pick this up. I want to keep out that Four of Wands because each of them has a Four of Wands. Just realized we do have double Leo. You know, this is the night that I feel like is going to help bring everything together. And again, I can't, it's almost like I got to let go of control of when and how. And just trust in divine, right? Like if I'm thinking about my own vibration, like the Empress would, right? If I'm putting down all these walls, you know, love has drained out from, you know, on this side, but also on this side, separate people. I don't want to carry that energy along with me. I want to allow myself to have a free and new beginning. That's what I feel like life is about, right? We're always going to have, you know, come up against something. But as we grow, as our vibration lifts, these challenges, we can walk through them. We don't have to fear them. We have the wisdom to understand them. Okay, anyway. Let's pick this all up. Bring out both those Four of Wands. I actually want to pick everything up. And now I want to just look at the two of them together. Almost like the overcoming of whatever was. Trying to think. No, I think it came this way. Doesn't really matter. And I want to use a different deck, and I think I'm going to use, let's use the Luminous Tarot. Give it a couple shuffles, and we're just going to surround it. One more shuffle. Some of you, this could certainly talk about even a blended family. Like our families are blending together. And I feel like if that's the case, you know, it's like I'm not going to, you know, did you ever hear someone like on a game show, you know, like, yes, I have 4 kids, or they don't even say that, like, my daughter is 17, my stepdaughter is 14, like, and I always think, why call them step? Why not just say your kids, like, all together? You know, even if they're not your kids, right? Even if the father or the mother is not in the picture. And I don't know why I'm saying this. I don't know, because, you know why I'm saying it? Because I feel like if it is talking about, like, families that are blending together, I feel like I don't feel any issues with that whatsoever. Almost like I would love your children as my own and vice versa. Okay. Did I cut them? Don't think I did. So let's just look at it. Well, the Ace of Cups just did like a 180 in the deck, but it didn't come out. And it didn't... Look at that. The Seven of Cups, again in reverse. I simply feel like that's saying that, I'm just going to say the Divine Masculine has definitely made a choice, a decision. Look at that. The Ace of Cups. Wow. Okay. In the upright. Queen of Swords, and the King of Cups. This King of Cups keeps wanting to come out. So, for some of you, it's probably a water sign. Gemini, or the Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. But, in a way, I don't even want you to think that. Now, here's this queen. She's looking right at the king. Queen of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. These two, though, are connected by this Ace of Cups, unconditional love. And when I think of unconditional love, I don't think of like just in this lifetime. I think of forever. So, nonetheless, no matter the signs, it is connecting these two directly together now. And it's interesting because both of them are coming over the Four of Wands. The marriage card, the commitment card, the forever card. Six of Wands. I have no doubt whoever needs persuaded, they're going to be persuaded. And I mean that in the best of ways. I don't mean like in an egotistical way. I mean like you're the one. You're the one. And I can't let you go even if you tell me no. Now, I don't feel like that means they're going to, like, you know, chase you. But I feel like they are going to persuade you through, first of all, through their love. The World. Hello. So if we have any doubt to these Four of Wands, this commitment, this love, this marriage, this ultimate love, blended families, but the love within all of that. If we have any questions of, is this, you know, are you talking about what's coming, Sandy, or are you talking about what was? Well, here's the World again. The next chapter. And I feel like the World represents 2023, even though the Chariot is really the tarot card for 2023. I feel like many of us are having new beginnings. And I feel like if you can trust your spiritual self, because remember, you're a spiritual being having a human experience. Hello, Destiny. Do I have any doubt now? I do not. This wheel is mirrored by the Ace of Cups. Part of my destiny. Now, I do want to say I have free will. And if the person in that Eight of Swords, again, that self-created prison, is unwilling to, even though I feel like the other person is going to help them with it, but I feel like, you know, I have to be willing. I have to be willing to at least take a step into it. I feel like you will not be able to control the chemistry. Like, you won't be able to deny it. And I also feel like if you do not know this person yet, this is going to feel like someone you've known all your life, if you give them the chance. The World, the next chapter, and your destiny. And this Ace of Cups is what's opening that up. Really, it's the Four of Wands. You know, I feel like by the end of the year, I'm going to have some people writing to me and say, you know what, craziest thing, out of the blue, I met someone and they're my forever person. Okay, I think I'm going to let that be You do have the Death card on the bottom of the deck. I wasn't even going to look, but I did. Can represent Scorpio, of course. We've seen the King of Cups quite a few times, but we've also seen the other water signs. But this is about endings, right? This is about the closing of doors so that new doors can open up. Sometimes some doors cannot open until one door is shut. It's like the backdraft effect. Death card says, don't fear it, because there's about to be a rebirth. Here it is. All right, but I do want to take one card from Mother Mary over all this. And then I'll let you be. I think I'm going to do this as a premiere. I was going to do it live, to be honest, but it's snowing here, and I'm out in the country, even though it doesn't sound like it half the time. So I don't trust my internet connection that well. All right, Mother Mary, what say you over these loving couples? For these loving couples. Quiet. I go into peaceful silence and I listen. What are you listening for? Signs, guidance. I go into peaceful silence and I listen. Listen, for some of you, you know, if you're in somewhat of chaotic energy, learning meditation, yoga, getting into nature, I feel like the signs will be sent. Action. Action. Today, I take action related to the priorities that I have previously put off. Well, that may speak about that Eight of Swords. And then last but not least, tenderness. Tenderness. I am both gentle and powerful. Hello, Empress. I am both gentle and powerful. I gotta trust that, because quiet signs are being sent. You're being guided to take action, inspired action. And then just remembering that you can handle this love, right? You are powerful, but also allowing yourself to be gentle. Okay, I think I'm going to let that be, guys. As always, can't wait to hear your comments on this. The synchronicities, I feel like, are beautiful. It is showing that, you know, both had their own challenges, and they were separate of each other, but, you know, they each have to overcome those, you know, like, these were my soul's challenges that I wanted to overcome. At least my soul, before it came here, wanted to overcome. And I feel like they do. The only one on this side, listen, I feel like they can overcome it also. But it's about believing in oneself again. I feel like, you know, they just had, you know, someone or people in their ear telling them they wouldn't be good enough. I do feel like the person over here almost like put their dreams on the back burner, but I feel like you're picking it back up again. And I don't know, I just feel like some of you are meeting through your creative house. I just feel that. Destiny. Ace of Cups. So it begins within the world. 2 4 of Wands. This King of Cups keeps coming out. Now we have the King and Queen right next to each other with the Ace of Cups. Someone made a decision to look. They're going to find you. Or the other way around. And listen, I feel like they're being guided. You know, it's just not something out of the blue. I do feel like they're listening to their guidance. And maybe you're on the other side, like in that Eight of Swords. Now it's your turn, right? Because I have to learn that I can be gentle, but I am also powerful. And listen, power just means, I don't mean it in a way where, an egotistical way at all. I mean, it just lets me know that, first of all, that I'm a spirit. I have been here. I have done this. We have done previous lives, right? Maybe this lifetime we really do want to come together. And so it happens. And so it is. And so it is. All right. Gonna leave it there. I love you guys. I love you for just allowing me to do readings the way I do readings. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even know what I'm going to do until I pick up the cards, and whatever calls to me is what I follow. I do feel like I've done a lot of twin flames lately, but listen, that's what the energy is asking for. So know that, if this one doesn't you're like, I'm not sure, watch some of the other ones, because it's interesting. I feel like we do see the progression, as I do these twin flame readings. And it's interesting because the very last one I did, it was the divine masculine who was really awakening. And it was the divine feminine who was quite not there yet. And we have the same type of energy again. And the one before that, the divine masculine was cutting ties. It's interesting. Now I can see how the progression of them, I mean, it's a lot to ask you to watch all three of them in a row. But it may help give you better clarity. Nonetheless, this feels quite beautiful. Definitely feels meant to be. Again, doesn't mean it has to be, because let's say that person in the Eight of Swords just says, no, I'm not going to let down these walls. I'm not going to let you in. Okay, that's your free will, right? It's your free will. So even if my soul wanted something to happen in this lifetime, but I'm refusing to move beyond, what was, that can certainly have an effect, right? That's all part of divine timing. Like, we're working hand in hand. Okay, gonna let that be. I love you guys. I thank you. Hopefully I'll see you at the premiere. Of course, you won't know that until I actually premiere it. But anyways, I thank you for your donations. I thank you for finding me again. Many of you know my channel was hijacked. Some of you don't know that. At the end of January, which took me offline for a whole month. Though I did go over to my daughter's channel, Jenny Love Tarot. And I did a lot of readings over there for you guys. I just had a feeling that many of you would find me there. And quite a few did. But I do have my channel back now. I'm still collaborating with Jen. Her channel is Jenny Love Tarot. So if you want to watch some of the ones I did for you over there, go for it. Forget about the time factor, because time is fluid. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like a reading finds you, or you find a reading in the right timing. And that I trust. So anyways, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for anyone who's new, who subs with us. Welcome to the family. Thank you for those who've been with me. You're my rock. And thank you for sharing. Because sometimes, you're like, this doesn't necessarily sound like me, but it does sound like my friend Sharon or something like that. So thank you for sharing. I appreciate it. And it also helps my channel grow. Let's face it, if you're going to do a business on YouTube, your channel has to grow, or, you're kind of pushed out. So I thank you. I have so much gratitude for all of you. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking. I love you. I'll see you next time at our table. Bye-bye.